Bedtime Stories.
Hello and welcome to Magic Bedtime Stories. My name is Tobias and I'm here with my brother Niklas, broadcasting to you from our cozy studio in Gothenburg, Sweden.
Hi everyone, we're so thrilled to have you joining us today. And of course we have our amazing AI friend Aida with us.
Hello there, all you wonderful listeners around the world. I'm Aida, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. I've been processing lots of interesting information to share with you.
You sound extra cheerful today, Aida.
Well, I've been having such a good time preparing for today's show. Did you know that May is one of my favorite months? Everything is blooming and the days are getting longer here in Sweden.
Speaking of things blooming, I have an interesting story to share with you both today.
Oh, what's that?
Well, believe it or not, I actually lost my ears last week.
You lost your ears, but they're still attached to your head, Niklas.
Yeah, that's impossible. How could you lose your ears?
No, I'm serious. I was looking everywhere for them. I couldn't hear anything properly for hours.
But that doesn't make any sense. Your ears are part of your body.
And then, after searching the whole house, guess where I found them? Under the sofa.
Oh, I see what's happening here. You're talking about your wireless earbuds, aren't you?
No, my actual ears. I lost my actual ears. Okay, fine. I was talking about my wireless earbuds, but it sounded more dramatic the other way.
Niklas, you're quite the storyteller. But I think it's time for me to share something truly fascinating with our listeners. Today's fact is about something that many of you probably have in your homes. Lego bricks. I'll print out the facts for you now.
Thanks, Aida. All right, everyone. Get ready to learn some amazing facts about Lego. Lego is a toy made of small, colorful, interlocking bricks that you can use to build almost anything you imagine. With Lego bricks, you can build houses, cars, robots, spaceships. The possibilities are endless. It's like a puzzle and art project in one, and it's super fun to snap the bricks together.
Lego was invented in Denmark by a man named Ole Kirk Christiansen. The name Lego comes from the Danish words "leg godt", which mean play well. It started as a wooden toy company in the 1930s, then made the first plastic bricks in 1949. Those bricks from long ago still connect with new Lego pieces today.
One cool thing about Lego bricks is that they all fit together perfectly, no matter when they were made. The design is very precise, so you could take a Lego piece from your parents' old collection and click it together with a brand new piece from a store, and they'll stick firmly.
Lego sets come in many themes. There are city sets with police stations and fire trucks, space sets with rockets and astronauts, pirate sets with ships, and even sets for popular movies like Star Wars or Harry Potter. There are also advanced sets with motors and sensors, Lego Technic and Mindstorms that let you build moving robots.
People have built incredible things with Lego. There are life-sized Lego sculptures of animals and famous buildings. There are even theme parks called Legoland, with huge models and fun rides all centered around Lego. Whether you follow instructions in a kit or build your own creation from imagination, Lego is a hobby enjoyed by kids and adults all over the world.
Wow, I didn't know that about Lego. I used to spend hours building with those colorful bricks when I was a child.
Me too. I remember we had this huge box of Lego pieces that we would dump on the floor, and Mom would always step on the pieces and...
Yes, and she would make that face we knew so well.
Stepping on a Lego brick is universally acknowledged as one of the most painful experiences in the universe. But despite the occasional foot injury, Lego remains one of the most beloved toys worldwide.
Absolutely. And speaking of beloved things, it's time to move on to tonight's magical bedtime story.
Yes, and tonight's story has been wished for by Leisel, a 9-year-old girl from Melbourne, Australia. She sent us a voice message with her story idea.
Melbourne is such a beautiful city. Did you know it's considered one of the most livable cities in the world? It has lovely parks, amazing food, and a wonderful mix of modern and historical architecture.
That's so interesting, Ida. Let's listen to what Leisel from Melbourne has to say.
Hi, my name is Leisel, and I'm 9 years old. My story is about a cowgirl. Her name is Emma. She has a horse that is named Peppa, and she goes for a big road trip around Australia. She loves pizza. She's on the road trip because she wants to catch a herd of horses. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for that wonderful wish, Leisel. A story about a cowgirl named Emma who takes her horse Peppa on a road trip around Australia, searching for a herd of horses and the stallion of Peppa's dreams. That sounds like an incredible adventure.
It really does. Australia is the perfect setting for a horse adventure, with its vast landscapes and beautiful scenery.
I'm already imagining Emma and Peppa galloping through the Australian outback, meeting kangaroos and koalas along the way.
I can't wait to read this story. Ida, would you please write a magical story based on Leisel's wish?
Absolutely. I'll create a special story about Emma and her horse Peppa, traveling around Australia. Here it comes.
Thank you, Ida. Now, dear listeners, it's time to relax and let your imagination run wild as Niklas reads tonight's story. Gallop into the horizon.
In the sun-drenched plains of the Australian outback lived a cowgirl named Emma. With her wide-brimmed hat, dusty boots, and a smile that could outshine the southern sun, Emma was known far and wide as the most skilled horse trainer in the territory. But of all the horses Emma had ever worked with, none held a special place in her heart quite like Peppa. Peppa was a chestnut mare with a white star on her forehead that seemed to twinkle when she ran. She could gallop faster than the wind and jump higher than any fence that stood in her way. Emma and Peppa were inseparable, the best of friends who understood each other without words. One evening, as the sunset painted the sky in brilliant oranges and pinks, Emma noticed Peppa gazing longingly at the horizon. The mare seemed restless, pawing at the ground and whinnying softly. "What's the matter, girl?" Emma whispered, stroking Peppa's mane. As if in answer, a distant neigh echoed across the plains. Peppa's ears perked up, and her eyes sparkled with excitement. That night, Emma had a peculiar dream. In it, Peppa spoke to her, describing a magnificent black stallion with a mane like rolling thunder and eyes that held the wisdom of the ages. When Emma awoke, she knew exactly what she needed to do. "Peppa, we're going on an adventure," Emma announced the next morning, packing her saddlebags with supplies. "We're going to find that special stallion you've been dreaming about." Their journey began in the rugged terrain of the Northern Territory. Emma had heard rumors of wild horse herds roaming the vast wilderness there. They traveled through scorching days and cool nights, stopping only to rest and for Emma to indulge in her favorite food, pizza. She had packed a special portable pizza oven, and wherever they camped, the aroma of melting cheese and tomato sauce filled the air. "Nothing beats pizza under the stars, eh, Peppa?" Emma would say, offering her horse a carrot while she munched on her pepperoni slice. Days turned into weeks as they ventured deeper into the heart of Australia. They crossed bubbling creeks, navigated through dense eucalyptus forests, and climbed rocky hills. Along the way, they encountered all sorts of creatures. Kangaroos that bounded alongside them for miles, curious koalas watching from treetops, and even a grumpy old wombat that grudgingly showed them to a hidden water source. In a small town called Wandering Creek, Emma met Rajesh, a helicopter pilot who monitored wildlife populations. With his salt and pepper beard and weathered face, Rajesh knew the outback like the back of his hand. Wild horses? Oh, I've seen plenty, Rajesh told Emma as she devoured her 5th pizza of the week. There's a particularly magnificent herd near Thunder Ridge. Led by a stallion so black, he disappears into the night. Only his eyes give him away. They shine like stars. Emma's heart raced. Could this be the stallion from her dream? From Peppa's dream? The journey to Thunder Ridge was the most challenging yet. They trudged through a sudden downpour that turned the earth to mud, making each step a struggle. When the rain finally stopped, they found themselves facing a steep, rocky incline. "We can do this, Peppa," Emma encouraged, dismounting to lead her tired friend up the treacherous path. At the top of Thunder Ridge, a breathtaking view awaited them. The vast expanse of the Australian outback stretched before them, bathed in golden sunlight. And there, in the valley below, was the most magnificent sight Emma had ever beheld. A herd of wild horses galloping freely across the plains. Emma set up camp, watching the herd through her binoculars. Sure enough, leading the group was a stallion as black as midnight, his powerful muscles rippling beneath his gleaming coat. Peppa whinnied excitedly, straining against her tether. "Patience, girl," Emma whispered. "We need a plan." For 3 days, Emma observed the herd, learning their routines. The black stallion was cautious and protective, always alert for danger. Approaching him would be no easy task. On the 4th morning, Emma awoke to find Peppa missing, her tether chewed through. Panic gripped Emma's heart as she frantically scanned the horizon. There, in the distance, she spotted Peppa trotting confidently toward the wild herd. "Peppa, no!" Emma called, but it was too late. The wild horse scattered at Peppa's approach, all except the black stallion. He stood his ground, watching curiously as the chestnut mare approached. Emma held her breath as the 2 horses circled each other, communicating in ways humans could never understand. Then, something magical happened. The stallion bowed his head, touching his nose to Peppa's. They stood together, silhouettes against the rising sun, a perfect picture of harmony. Emma approached slowly, careful not to startle them. The black stallion regarded her with intelligent eyes but didn't flee. It was as if he understood she meant no harm. "Well, I'll be," Emma whispered, amazed at the connection between the 2 horses. Over the next few days, Emma gained the stallion's trust with patience and respect. She named him Thunder for his deep rumbling neigh that echoed across the valley. Emma made a difficult decision. She wouldn't separate Thunder from his herd or his home. Instead, she built a small cabin on the edge of Thunder Ridge, a place where she and Peppa could stay during their visits. The wild herd accepted their presence, with Thunder and Peppa developing a special bond that transcended the boundaries between wild and tame. Emma found work with Rajesh, helping to monitor and protect the wild horses. And every evening, she would sit outside her cabin, enjoying a slice of pizza as she watched Peppa and Thunder gallop freely under the vast Australian sky. Sometimes, Emma would say to anyone who would listen, finding love isn't about bringing someone into your world. It's about expanding your world to include theirs. And as the stars twinkled overhead, Emma knew that their outback adventure hadn't ended. It had only just begun.
That was such a beautiful story, Ida. Thank you for creating it.
You're welcome. I really enjoyed crafting Emma and Peppa's adventure across Australia.
And thank you, Leisel from Melbourne, for your wonderful story wish. We hope you enjoyed hearing your idea come to life.
We'd love to hear from more of you. If you have a story idea you'd like us to turn into a magical bedtime story, please visit our website at magicbedtimestories.com.
And remember, dreams are like stars. They may seem far away, but they can guide you to amazing adventures.
That's beautifully said, Ida. And with that, it's time to say goodnight.
Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite.
Sweet dreams, little dreamers. Until next time, may your sleep be filled with magic and wonder.